Let's see if this works. Oh, let me clear my. All of a sudden, the camera got messed up.
about
All
this.
right, it's live now. Uh, I guess it's fine.
I'm
It
hearing
says it
like a
allow
3 second
KFC audio.
delay.
What's that?
I
Oh,
said I'm
I
hearing
know
the
that's the.
I'm hearing echoes with a 3 second delay.
I think that's on my end because when I had my guests on a month ago, it was echoing. So I guess I might need to get earbuds for when I do live streams and I'm bringing on a guest. I think it causes feedback. I'm gonna switch the chat filter. Wait, I don't see it. I was trying to switch the chat filter so I can only get people that are, or maybe I can't do it when I have a guest. I was trying to switch it so that I only have subscribers talking. I mean, able to contribute, so it minimizes the trolls. Um, but let me make sure my I have an AI cloud bot. Let me make sure that's on. Yep, that's activated. Oh yeah, I think it's only available when I'm doing it by myself. I can make it so it's only subscribers able to respond. But yeah, I was gonna ask you just to talk about like the places you've been, um, but emphasizing the places after uh, you've come back from Indochina.
Said after.
Yeah, because you've been to a bunch of places. I mean, all of them, but emphasizing more of that because I've been trying to get you to give me some material to upload for that.
Okay.
I was sleeping before we went live, so but yeah, it's people in the chat room now. So guys, this is Mrs. Contrarian. But yeah, so because I haven't even heard about some of the places though that you've been to because you were supposed to. I mean, you sent me some of the videos, but
Yeah.
you didn't talk
Well,
too
I'm
much
confused.
about it.
You said you wanted me to talk about after China.
No, well, talk about all of them because the title is "She Knows Places," so it's basically about how you travel a lot. So you can talk about the places before Indochina too, like all those places in the Philippines you've been.
Okay. Well, that would be a lot.
I know. So give us an overview.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning. So I don't know the first place like you started when you started traveling. traveling?
Yeah, well, so there's 82 provinces in the Philippines.
You said you've been to 82,
No, not yet.
or there are 82 provinces.
I said there are 82
Oh,
provinces. So
so
my
you
goal is to visit all of them.
that's out of like the 2,000 inhabited islands.
Yeah,
The ones that aren't
yeah, lots
inhabited,
of
are they
people.
allowed? Are people allowed to go to them?
Huh?
The ones that aren't inhabited, are people allowed to go to them?
Yeah, but I think you can't really um stay on those islands.
Mm. Are they like remote places hard to get to?
Yes, and some are like like just full of mangroves.
Full of what?
Mangroves forest.
Are those do any of those places count as some of those provinces or?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so break it down for the people because they don't know anything about the Philippines, and I know minimal. So just start like in chronological order. It'd probably be the easiest way.
Okay. Well, I first started got into hiking, mountain climbing. This was back in 2013. Um, so at first, uh, I just like climbing mountains, and when I started hiking at different mountains in different provinces, that's when I had the idea of visiting all provinces in the Philippines.
When was How long ago was that?
I said 2013.
2013. Okay.
Yeah.
It seemed like that was like common for a lot of people to like visit all those different places. Well, at least common for like people, I guess, in Manila.
Yeah.
You guys are sort of like the New Yorkers of the Philippines. But from what I heard, it's more Filipinos who travel the Philippines than foreigners.
Well, I'm not sure about that now
Mm,
because
I mean,
everything's expensive.
to a lot of those places, yeah. I mean, foreigners go to places, but they go to the same places like Boracay and Siargao, and so,
That's true.
yeah. But they don't go to all those little remote places that you've gone. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, but yeah, just start with so like I guess like the first place and so forth.
Um, I think my very first travel. I mean, my very first stop in I when I considered travel. Was when I went hiking in Bataan.
You think the sound would be worse with the earbuds?
Huh?
So you think that that sound would be the the sound right now would be worse if you tried the earbuds than without them?
I'm wearing earbuds right now.
Huh?
I'm using earbuds.
Oh, you are using them. I thought you were saying you weren't using them because of the echo. Anywho, well, it's not that many people in the chat room, so that's good. At least there's not any trolls messing around.
So yeah, my first smoking story what time was
Go ahead.
my first hang on. Sorry about
I was
that.
saying super chat though. That's okay.
Okay. My first solo trip was in Saigon.
What
I
is
said my
my
first solo trip was in Saigon. Yeah, I'm hearing lots of feedback too, so I can't.
try it without the earbuds? See what that sounds like.
How about now?
Yeah.
But I'm still hearing echo.
Uh, well, I'm trying to see if we hear it on the live feed. Are you watching the video at the same time that you're looking at this? I mean, that you're on this?
Huh?
Are you watching this on the device while you're live?
No.
Okay. I was about to say that'll cause feedback. It might be on my end. I was gonna I should get some earbuds from the discount store. I guess maybe next week. But anyway, continue with the story. I'm sorry.
Uh, yeah, I was saying my first solo trip was in the province of Quezon.
Kazon was the first one. I think you actually did tell me that before.
Huh?
I think you actually did tell me that before. No. You just told me that you were Kazon, first place you've been to. But I know you said that you were returning there.
I can't hear you clearly without the earbuds.
I was um I was saying that I didn't know that was the first place you've been to, but I know that you told me last time when you were there that you were returning.
Yeah.
But go ahead, continue.
Uh, hearing a lot of feedback. I'm echoing whenever I talk.
It's not echoing on this side though. It's some sort of feedback on your end, but all the clicks and echo was we were hearing it in the live feed. now it's like silent without like when you had the earbuds and we were picking up all the surround sound, but when you have them
Mm,
off, it's no surrounds. It's not picking up that sound.
okay.
Okay.
So in Quezon, I went to this um island like an hour away from the mainland. That was also my first solo camping trip. So I went camping by the beach. And huh?
Did you pick up any friends like you normally do? Did you pick up any friends along the way as you normally do on your solo trips?
No, not that time. Someone's asking if I'm Chinese. Brady.
Yeah, I saw.
No, I'm not.
I told Americans think every Asian is Chinese. I remember I told you that. Like they can't tell. They literally think every Asian is a Chinese person.
Say I'm not Chinese from the Philippines.
This is why it was bad during the uh hope tell me if you can't hear me. But yeah, that's why it was so bad during the pandemic because they were beating up people because of the COVID or whatever, blaming Chinese people, but then some of the people they were beating up weren't even Chinese. I'm like, first of all, they shouldn't be beating up Chinese people in the first place. And then two, they just indiscriminately beating up Asians because they can't tell the difference. Remember about that 5 years ago when I was telling you how bad it was here. And I was like, it's a good thing that you weren't here because I would probably have to put a bullet in someone. So,
Yeah, it was on the news too.
yeah, but you could continue.
Okay. My first uh plane trip was going to Cebu. Well, first solo plane trip, yeah. But my first plane ride with friends was going to Siargao.
Shoot, my first plane trip going with other people was in the army. Other than that, I always flew solo. But yeah, give us detail how it was. And
I didn't hear.
I said, but no, give us details.
Going to Siargao, we didn't fly directly to Siargao because flights going there straight are expensive.
Mm,
So we flew to Surigao Airport.
mm,
That's yeah, so there's Siargao Island, and then there's Surigao City.
is that nearby?
Huh?
Is that nearby?
Can't hear you.
Is that nearby
3 hours away
from Siargao?
from Siargao. Yes, that's a ferry ride. 3 hour ferry ride. And so yeah, flights to Surigao City are much cheaper than going straight to Siargao. Um,
Okay.
so we stayed for a day in Surigao, and then it's just like a normal city, like just like Manila.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, although their food, I like their food there.
Give. What about the food? Like,
Huh?
what about the food?
I said I like it. They have different.
I
So you know the street foods here, like the barbecue, um, chicken intestines, and internal organs. They do have them there too, but I like the grilled sausages that they make, and I think I mentioned it to you that they have um like these fried chicken shops of all at almost every street.
in that place.
Huh?
Really? I don't remember you telling me that because I don't remember you telling me about that island.
I think well maybe I think I told you about it when I went back to Surigao in 2023.
Oh, so you had already been there before.
Huh?
So that was you returning to that place.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. But you said that it looks mostly like Manila. It doesn't look like a little village type place.
Mm-mm.
Is it in Mindanao?
Hmm?
It's part of Mindanao.
Yes, northern Mindanao.
Is it safe for foreigners?
Hmm?
Is it safe for foreigners?
I'd say so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like give like kind of paint us a picture like your Anthony Corp. What was his name? Anthony
Bourdain?
Bourdain. Yeah, like you know how he when he would travel places, he's very animated and he gives you details. Like you I used to love that show on CNN. But yeah, kind of be Anthony Bourdain of like because no one trust me, no one knows anything about the Philippines that's watching this. So and even people who've been there aren't I guarantee haven't been to those places you've been to. So you got like sort of like paint the picture of these places, Quezon and Surigao.
Well, Siargao is nice, but I like the its neighbor island, the one that I went to 2 years ago. It's called Dinagat,
Mm-hmm.
where they had the Blue Lagoon.
Oh yeah. The one that I had that you sent me the video of. Yeah, that is the bluest lagoon. Like because there was a movie here called The Blue Lagoon. It was like a really famous movie in the '80s with this supermodel, but it was when she was like young, so it was kind of controversial. But that was supposed to. I think that movie, like, I don't know if it was like a fictional place, but it wasn't based in the Philippines. But they were like stranded on this island alone. know if you ever heard of it. Like this guy and this girl, and they kind of grew up together, and they ended up having a kid when they finally got rescued. And but I think they died in the rescue attempt, and the kid made it off the island. And so they ended up making a sequel, which was really bad. No one likes the sequel about the boy who was like their kid. But the original movie from the '80s was good, called The Blue Lagoon. Oh, the model, the actress that played on there was Brooke Shields. She was like a famous supermodel in the '80s. If you ever heard of her.
I know her.
I know her. Oh, okay. But she was a minor in the movie, so it was controversial because they had nude scenes. But I think the nude scenes were actually played by a body double, not by her. But I know when I posted it, a lot of older people like me and older, when they saw the footage you sent me, they thought of that movie, the Blue Lagoon. But you didn't. But you said the first time you've been there was 3 years ago, even though it was a nearby island.
Yes.
Yes. I definitely wish I could have. Wait, was that foreigner safe as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The area
The
that's
area
not
that's not
safe for
safe for
everyone,
everyone,
foreigners and even
foreigners and even
Filipinos,
Filipinos,
are in the
are in
extreme
the
south
extreme
of
south
Mindanao.
of Mindanao. Yeah, but there's some places even in the north that's not safe for foreigners.
Hmm?
Hmm? But there's some places even in the north that's not safe for foreigners, isn't it? Because if I remember, well, like on Nat Geo, they showed this guy getting kidnapped, but he was in a place um, this was seemingly safe, but I don't know. I have to rewatch that episode. But you say most of the north is friendly. So I mean, I know there's some places up north where there's a ton of uh, Westerners. Specifically, I keep forgetting the name of that place, but it's like overrun with foreigners. Like it's a bunch of vloggers there that make YouTube videos, and I know one guy left because he said it was too many foreigners there now. I'm like, that's kind of dumb. Like, you make
The
videos.
Palawan?
Is Palawan? Not Palawan. It's like a near Negros Oriental or something.
Hmm?
Hmm? I think it's near Negros Oriental.
Sikihor?
Sikihor? Huh?
Sikihor?
Sikihor? No. I keep thinking it starts with an A.
Eh,
I might be wrong, but it's somewhere where there's a lot of foreigners, and like I said, a bunch of vloggers would talk about living there. And so one guy who used to live there said it was overrun with foreigners, and I'm like, you're kind of ridiculous. I was like, you're one. He was like one of the very people making videos about how life there was better because they were saying they didn't like Manila because it was too Western or whatever, I guess. So they were living there, but a whole bunch of foreigners were all moving to that same place. And I think it's somewhere in or near Negros Oriental. I can't remember the name, but like I said,
because
because
Sikihor is
Sticky
like
Horrors,
Negros
Negros
Oriental.
Oriental,
Maybe
maybe
Dumaguete?
Dumaguete. Dumaget. Yeah, I think it's Dumaguete. Dumaguete, and there's another place nearby it. But yeah, it was definitely Dumaguete was one of them. But I was like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, how? Why? I was like, if you don't want a bunch of foreigners there, why are you guys all making videos talking about how good life is there? You kind of don't tell people that. Like, so my father, like, remember when I told you he used to always come to where I live to go to that all you can eat place that I used to go to? The little, Chinese with hibachi, with the Japanese hibachi grill. They had all you can eat food. And he would come because they had all you could because they had a whole bunch of seafood. So he would come and eat a bunch of oysters and crabs and lobsters and stuff like that. I mean, it closed uh, after the pandemic. Like it closed in 2023. Um, no, either it closed like around late 2023, early 2024. But he used to come here all the time and eat there. And sometimes I would go with him. And he said he never posted about it on Facebook because he said he didn't want people to know where it was and ruin it. So that's sort of the same mindset you should have with like places you go. You know, that you like if there's like some out of the way place that you want to stay that you don't want ruined by other people. Why would you film it and say, "Hey guys, look how great this place is. Look how great Dumaguete is." Then a whole bunch of people started moving to Dumaguete because a whole bunch of vloggers were making videos about how great Dumaguete is. Doesn't it kind of make sense that then a whole bunch of people start going there? It's the same thing with like all these black expats in Thailand when all of them were showing how good it was for them living in Pattaya. So now it's overrun with a bunch of people coming to Pattaya, but a lot of them are lower quality visitors, and they've made things kind of bad for the expats living there. So it's sort of the same thing. Like you can't complain that people are messing up the place that you thought is your little getaway place, and if you're the one telling people about it, like if like when I'm living there, I'm not going to tell people specifically what city we're in because I don't want people moving to where we're at. I don't want them to come come to the city where we're at, um, or particularly like our community. I want that community just be us and other local Filipinos. I don't want other foreigners moving to that community and messing it up, right? So, and then when people do ask, I might just I'll say either Metro Manila I'll say or maybe I'll say Bulacan, but that's about as specific as I get, right? So doesn't that make sense? Like if I don't want people to come there, I would not tell them specifically where I am, so they would be there and ruin it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, you're
gatekeeping it.
gatekeeping it. Yeah, it's gatekeeping. Like you can't, like you can't, I don't know. I mean, that seemed like that makes sense. Like you can't try to gatekeep at the same time while you're telling people how great it is there. Unless well, unless it's like something like unless it's like something special you have to do to get admittance, right? But anyone can travel, so that's not the only barrier is people who can travel, but that's a lot of people. So unless there's other barriers, you know, let's say like you gotta do 100 push-ups, or I don't know, I'm just making that up, but unless there's some sort of uh, barrier to entry beyond just being able to travel there, then I would just gatekeep because that's the only way I can't get mad if people started moving to the to where I am and I'm telling people, yeah, look how great this place is. You guys should come. But yeah, it was like Dumagetti, and the guy got mad talking about how now it's overrun with foreigners. Like, yeah, no shit. Like, it was like a bunch of foreigners doing videos about how great it was there. You've been there, right? So it does look like Manila. It does, yeah. But in the good way or a bad way?
Huh?
Huh? I said like in a good way or in a bad way.
The good way.
The good
You
way.
mean the
You
maquete?
mean the maquete? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think he. Yeah, I think he was like one of those people who he doesn't want to be around a bunch of other foreigners. And to me, like I don't have, with me, I like when I see other Americans and stuff like that. Like I'll say hi or whatever. The type of people that want to avoid other foreigners, to me, that's sort of a red flag about them. It's like, okay, well, if you don't want to be around other people that are like you, what does that say about you? Right? So that's what that makes me think. But I mean, on one hand, like I said, I do get it. Like I wouldn't want where I am overrun with foreigners. But like that's like our neighborhood because it's mostly for local Filipinos. There aren't foreigners there. Like if I were to be there, I'm probably what maybe the only foreigner in that community. Maybe, yeah. But if it started being overrun, then one is going to be another another side effect of that would be also it would make once a bunch of foreigners come there, it's going to make it too pricey for the locals. So that's another problem because foreigners tend to come there and drive up prices, sort of like gentrification here, when a bunch of like a bunch of privileged people move to parts of like move to like poorer parts of the city and stuff, and they end up when they do it drives up the rent and cost of the community, pricing out the people who used to live there. So yeah, sort of the same thing. But other than that, like I don't have any problem with meeting other people like me when I'm in the Philippines and stuff. Like that's because usually because even though there are a lot of foreigners there, it's not compared to like Bangkok. Like remember Bangkok, everywhere was like tourists, but in even in Metro Manila, I could go days without seeing other people that were American, and even when I did, most of them weren't black. And but it's funny because there are a lot of black people. Like when I was watching this one guy's video, he's Nigerian and he was walking around. I think Poblacion and Makati. Is Poblacion in Makati?
Poblacion, yeah.
Poblacion, yeah. Poblacion, yeah. And there was like a bunch of folks he was meeting that were also Nigerian. But so I was like, maybe they got like a little Nigerian community and there or something, which is cool. But I wouldn't want too many Nigerians there because Nigerians bring scamming. So I'm not trying to be mean, but a few of them would be cool. But once they set up their own little community, that's bad. Because like I said, once you bring a bunch of them, you're gonna get lower quality Nigerian travelers, and I mean, let's be honest, like even I think even Filipinos might know that Nigerians are known for scamming. Or do you guys have that stereotype too about them? Or was I just here?
Yeah,
You can be honest.
if they get on. Yeah, they're usually on the news.
They're usually what?
On the news.
Oh, for real? Oh. And then like, and it's funny because if you don't like, so Nigerians often look like they look like Black Americans until they talk, but their accents are so freaking thick. Arr, like when I was listening to like the guy was cool. Like I was watching his videos, but and like when I looked at him, I thought he was American until he was talking. I'm like, oh yeah, he's African. Like it's it is quite stark, like how differently they sound. Like they dress, they dress like Americans when they go overseas, but they don't sound like us. And it's funny. I'm like, well, it's gonna be hard watching these videos. Like, of course, the Filipinos have their accents, but you're in their country. But I was like, if the vlogger can't talk, can't speak clear English either, it's just it's bad. I was like, he needs a subtitle or use a voice a voiceover or something. Because I've seen some because I've seen some travel vloggers, they use a voiceover sort of thing in their videos. It's actually pretty cool. I think that I probably speak clear enough that people will understand me. Like I don't have a deep Southern accent, and even though I have like a East Coast sort of vibe, I think most people can. I Unless I'm like talking with people, I don't talk too quickly. But that's usually the problem when they talk about East Coast folks is that we talk too quickly. But I think if I were to do travel videos, it would be clear for people to understand. But yeah, but yeah, is there some sort of like Nigerian area in probation?
Hmm?
Is there some sort of Nigerian area in probation, or was he just because he was finding like places? It was like he went into a restaurant and it was Nigerian people. I'm like, damn, they just got like restaurants and stuff in the Philippines.
Not really.
I gotta find his YouTube name. Actually, let me look. Turn down the sound because it's gonna be loud. But while you're doing that, go ahead and keep because I distracted you. You were talking about Shirigal, then you were talking about that other island that looked like the Blue Lagoon. But I was saying, continue. Can you continue with the places?
Mm,
I'm looking under my subscription so I can find the guy because I don't want to I don't want to dog him out because like I said, his videos are really cool. So since I'm talking about him, I should give him a shout out so people can actually go check out his content. But I was saying, can you continue with your where you've been?
Hang on.
Okay, oh, she'll be back, guys. Since I subscribe to a bunch of um, YouTube vloggers in the Philippines, I'm gonna call out some folks who I watch. I mean, when I say call out, I mean in a good way, like give them a shout out. So if you guys want to subscribe to them and check them out, through my little list here. Oh, by the way, there's a good YouTuber named Jennifer Terry. She's a Filipina who I believe lives outside of the Philippines. She gives information about traveling there. She was someone I definitely watched during the pandemic because she was giving like weekly, if not daily, updates to like how to like traveling there and like getting a visa and all the different rules and regulations to traveling there for foreigners. So that's one person. And I've mentioned before Glam Lux. She's actually the first person I did a interview with. So you guys can check her out.
I'm back.
Okay, I was I was mentioning uh, YouTubers in the Philippines. I'm looking for that guy. But if you want to keep going,
Yeah, I found it.
what that guy? No, I was saying you can keep going while I'm looking for his. Um, 'Cause I have so many subscriptions.
Okay, well, 2013 to 2017 was when I got really, hooked to traveling. So I was climbing mountains almost every weekend.
Wait, what? You were climbing mountains every weekend.
Yeah.
How did you learn to do that?
Huh?
How did you learn to do that?
Huh?
I said, how did you learn to do that?
Do what?
I said, how did you learn to do that?
Climbing mountains?
Yeah. You mean actually climbing or just walking up, like just hiking in the mountains?
Well, hiking and climbing mountains.
How did you learn to do that?
Like practice, and I took a basic mountaineering course.
Yeah, that's a you did. Yeah, you did mention that part that you took a mountaineering course.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you didn't mention that part that you took a mountaineering course. You made it sound like it was just, oh, I just climbed a mountain, like there was no. That's like me saying, oh yeah, I just went to a Muay Thai fight, not mentioning, well,
Oh,
yeah, I trained to go first.
well, it's not like you have to, because it's as long as you're physically fit.
Yeah, but
Um,
like your friends were saying I should go with you guys, and I'm like, I've never climbed mountains because they were saying, oh well, he runs, so he should be physically fit.
because it's not something like you have to go through a bunch of training or something to do it.
Yeah, but don't you need to know stuff like you have to put chalk on your fingers to keep them dry from sweat,
Huh?
and Yeah, but like when we did the indoor rock climbing, like I never did that before, so I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like messing around.
Well, that's different. Like not all
Yeah, it's different
trails
because
are
I
like.
won't die in the I won't die in the indoor climbing place. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But not all mountains are the same. So some trails are technical, some are not.
what do you mean?
Hmm?
Oh, shout out to your brother's channel. It's called the Daily Dive. That's right, the Daily Dive. I was trying to do like a collaboration with him, but he was saying it would be hard because they wouldn't like it would be hard for him to be speaking in English the whole time or something like that. It looked like they're still doing stuff as of 2 weeks ago. But all of it is in the all of it is well, no, it's not. Some of it is like I'm looking at it. Some of it is like all Filipino stuff. Then some of it is oh, there's one that says unlocking potential within you. So I'm I'm guessing they mix English and Tagalog together. They speak a lot of Taglish. But yeah, shout out to them. The Daily Dive. Is it mostly is it like comedy that they do? No, I mean
I
I
don't know.
know
I
it's
don't
like
really.
you don't watch it that often. You don't say that. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to lie and say you watch it all the time. But you never watch his videos at all.
Huh?
But you never watched his videos at all.
No, just the ones with with him singing.
Yeah, but he said he doesn't do that one anymore.
Huh?
That was he doesn't do that one anymore. That was a completely different channel,
Yeah.
and that was like 3 or 4 years ago. Um, I'm still getting trying to get to the guy's channel. There's one. Okay, here's another guy I watched called Jay Ware. Um, he's not strictly in the Philippines. He travels other places too. Well, no, he's in the Philippines. But the stuff I was watching was from like a year ago. But yeah, he travels all over because I see some other stuff with him in the Dominican Republic and I think Thailand as well. But he's like another uh, black YouTuber who travels. Um, Another guy, Anthony in Panama. Well, I mean, obviously, well, he's in Panama, obviously, but I'm gonna get to that guy. When you go to my channel, can you see my subscriptions? Because I tried to make it public so people can see all my subscriptions, all the channels that I subscribe to.
I don't know how to check that.
Oh, when you go on my like when you go on my channel and you know like if you click on my channel, it will show you like the videos that I've made, and then it should probably show my subscriptions that I to channels that I watch. But anyway, Let's continue. There you go. Can you hear me?
Hmm?
Can you hear me?
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
You wanted me to
You wanted me
continue?
to continue? Yes.
Mm,
Uh,
I don't know what
I
else
don't
to
know
say.
what else to say. You've been to like tons of places.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and I said, do your Anthony Bourdain like paint a picture of these places, like what, like the people and like you kind of take it for granted because you're local, but people here don't wouldn't know anything. Of, all of that stuff to most Americans is very foreign to them, you know. So even to me, and I've been there, like it's still, you know, is this the guy? Oh, here's another one. A guy called Shu. He's been to a bunch of places, but this isn't the one I'm talking about. He's also American, as was the last guy I was mentioning, Jay Ware. They're both Black Americans, so I can understand them just fine. His current videos are in Mexico, but he did a lot of videos in the Philippines as well and Thailand stuff. Travel Versity. He's one of the guys in Thailand, but he travels with his girlfriend, who, well, never mind. Um, does the guy no longer have a channel? No, it's never mind. So what was the next place after Surigao? Like, is that when you went to Surigao after when you were going to you went to Surigao? You went to Surigao on your way to Surigao, right?
I mean Zurigo.
I mean Surigao. Yeah, you went to Surigao on your way. I mean, you went to Surigao on your way to Surigao, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I was like, can you finish telling us about that?
about what?
About what? The travel, the traveling.
No, I mean
No, I mean,
so every time
so
there
every
is
time
a
there is
Cebu
a
Pacific
Cebu
seat
Pacific
sale,
seat
I book
sale,
my
I
tickets
book
in
my tickets in
advance.
advance.
Um,
Um,
so before plane,
before plane,
local plane
local plane
tickets
tickets
only costs
only
like
costs like
less than
less
twenty
than
dollars
$20
US dollars.
US. Yeah,
But that
flights are
was
pretty but that
before.
was there. Before.
Huh?
Huh? I said, yeah, the flights are pretty cheap there.
Yeah, well, that was
Yeah, well, that
before.
was before.
Now,
Now,
Lowest round trip flight would be $40.
Compared to here, that's still kind of cheap. But I guess the flights were typically cheaper there because you guys don't really have an interstate travel, a highway system that you can get from one end of the country to the next by driving like we do here. Like here, you can drive from New York to LA. It'll take you like several days, but you can drive from New York to LA, or you can drive from, say, Maine to Florida, or from Washington State to California. Like anywhere within the continental US, you can, we have an elaborate interstate highway system that you can travel the entire country like by car if you choose. But there it's not really an option, right? Since
You can
all
do
these
that.
places are islands.
You can do it here too. Like you can go from Luzon to Mindanao by car, but it would include at least 3 or 4 uh ferry transfers.
That's what I'm about to say. Like you can't go from what's like what's like the tippy top of Luzon. I think that's where your cousin
Batanes,
live, right? The huh?
Batanes.
That's at the top.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, like you can't go from Batanes to what's that city in Mindanao? To the big city.
Davao.
What's that? Yeah, yeah. It's not like you can go from Batanes to Davao just driving. That's what I mean, right? Like
I said you can, but you have to take your car on a
across the
ferry.
ferry.
Yeah,
Oh, so the ferry. Oh, so the ferry does allow the cars.
yeah.
Oh, okay. But I mean, here we have bridges to like because like oh, what's up, Jr. Like if like say like New York City are a bunch of different islands connected by bridges. So if those bridges didn't exist like to connect the different boroughs, you'd have to ferry across. Like there are ferries across the different parts of New York City, but most people who drive take drive across the bridges to get to the outer boroughs of New York City. That's why like they usually when New Yorkers refer to New York City, they're speaking specifically about Manhattan, and then when they're talking about the other boroughs, they call them the outer boroughs like the Bronx and Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens. But they're all connected by bridges and tunnels. So the people, a lot of the people who work in Manhattan live in the outer boroughs because it's cheaper than Manhattan, and they call them the bridge and tunnel group. Yeah, just like within like Manila, like a lot of people came from the provinces to work in Manila during the week. So except they typically I guess stay in Manila for the whole week because it's easier than traveling commuting back home every day. But in New York, since it's easy with the subway system, like people will either take the train or just or commute by car back and forth to Manila. I mean to Manhattan every day. They call them the bridge and tunnel crowd. Oh, the Streamlabs timed him out. Oh well, that is. Oh, I forgot to introduce you since I mean it wasn't that many people in the chat room, but for people in the chat room, this is Mrs. Contrarian, guys. I did say there, there is a Mrs. Contrarian, but yeah, that's who I'm talking to, the wife. But yeah, so when I was saying like kind of um, just name the places and like the stuff you did there. Does that make it easier? Like, name the places you went to, when you went there, and what you did, and like if there was like any sort of like thing that that place was famous for.
Okay.
Does that help
Huh?
a little bit?
So Siargao is known
So
for
Siargao
surfing,
is known for surfing. Right.
and
And
um,
I didn't time you out. Streamlabs time you out. It said you were spamming emotes. I I had that on Streamlabs because people will often use um, the emoticons and stuff like that to spam the chat room
because of too many
because of
emojis.
too many emojis. Yeah, I took off the caps protection because it was time. It was putting a lot of people in timeout for the caps protection. But not everyone who does the caps thing is like spamming. But sometimes people will spam with the caps type stuff. But I turned that preference off with my Streamlabs AI bot because it was getting a lot of people that weren't spamming for that. I also had to take off paragraph protection because sometimes you couldn't get something in one sentence. So if people left like multiple sentences, it was timing them out uh, for paragraphing. I'm like, come on, like I was like, all right. I was like, now I was like, that one's ridiculous even for me. So I turned that one off too. But I still have like the symbol protection because yeah, people will tend to yeah, emote protections. It removes messages containing excessive amounts of emotes. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry, and I can't find that guy's channel. Either I didn't, either I didn't, either I didn't sub to it, which I thought I did. I thought I did sub to his channel, but if I didn't, um, either that or his channel got taken down. Because I was like, because I remember I thought that I had saved his content. Maybe they took the channel down. But anyway, I was like, continue with the places, name the places when you went there, what you did there, how long it took you to get there, um, any you know interesting facts about the place or whatever.
There's too many
There's
of
too
them.
many of them. I know. That's I was trying to
Like,
give us an overview.
I can't
Like I can't
think of
think of. That's what I
the
said. You have to go
provinces
to
like
a
on top of
list.
my
On
head for
top of
that.
my head for that. I was just like, just start from the beginning to the present.
20s,
20s.
2016. That was my
2016.
first
That was my first
flight
flight.
with
2016 was your
friends.
with friends. Oh,
Huh?
with friends. Huh? Your first flight with friends.
Yeah, as well as my
Yeah, as well
first
as my
solo
first
flight.
solo flight.
I get
I
distracted
get
because I'm
distracted because I'm
getting
getting
feedback,
feedback,
being
being
echoes.
echoes. I don't want to talk so you don't get echo. That's why I was letting you talk.
I don't hear echoes from you. Whenever I talk, I get echoes.
Yes, something. Is it just that janky phone that you need to get replaced?
Huh?
You think it's just that phone that needs to be replaced?
This phone? I don't know.
Well, I said just finish chronologically talking about the different places.
Okay, the ones that I can remember: 2016, Cebu, Fargal; 2017, um, this later.
Can you give details?
Hmm?
Can you give details?
Um, so later is another big province here. So it's on the of east of Cebu. Um, so that island is also known for its beaches. So most of the places I go to um are beaches. So I just do island hopping, uh, try their food. Um, I don't know. I'm not good at describing. I'm better at taking pictures and videos.
Which is why I was saying you should have like put upload that stuff for videos.
Huh?
I said you're not. I was like you. That's why I said you should make make videos and upload them. Are you just nervous about talking about it?
Hmm?
Are you just nervous about talking about it?
What's that?
Are you just nervous about talking about it?
Um, yeah, I'm not used to talking in front of the camera.
But you're only talking to me. You're not talking to like other people.
But there are people watching me, so
Yeah. Well, I mean that's the point. But I mean you're talking to me though. Like you're not responding to them. That's like you're describing it to me.
mm, I'm trying to
I'm
remember
trying to remember
the places I went to
places I went to
after
after
later.
later. You can't remember anymore?
Huh?
Huh? You can't remember the places you've been to?
Just the major
Just the
ones.
major ones. Didn't you take pictures of all these places?
I can't hear
I
you.
can't hear you. Didn't you didn't you take um didn't you take pictures and videos in all these places?
What about pictures
What
and
about
video?
pictures and video? You took pictures and videos in all these places.
You're asking if I
You're
took
asking if I
videos
took
and
videos and
pictures.
pictures. I was saying, since you've taken pictures and videos, don't you remember those by the fact that you took pictures and videos?
Yeah, but like I
Yeah,
said,
but
I
like I
just
said, I
remember the
just
major
remember the
ones like
movements like
um
um,
Palawan, Coron,
Coron,
Batanes,
Batanes,
Dumaguete,
Dumaguete,
Siquijor.
Siquijor.
Um, but
Um,
most of them
but
are
most of them are
just the same.
just the
Like if I
same. Like
describe
if
it,
I
they're all
describe
the
it,
same.
they're
Like
all the
white
same. Like
beaches, white sand
white
beaches.
sand beaches.
Um,
Um, yeah, like that's what people want to know. Like, what does it look like? What is like? It doesn't look. You gotta realize that looks completely foreign to people here. Like, no one's seen most. Like, the average American hasn't gone somewhere where they have white beaches, clear water. You know what I mean? So it would painting the picture means like describing like I said, Anthony Bourdain, like like you're showing people what it's like by just by explaining it.
hang on.
Hang on. Okay. she's she's more well, she has a lot of travel experience, but it's different with her trying to describe it. So um, let me see if she'll be back. But it, mm, it's it's easier for her to describe it one on one, but I guess she's getting kind of camera shy with talking about it. But I was trying to get her to talk about it like in the way she was telling me. Like, sometimes when she'll be telling me about the places she's been to with her her travel group. So that was the sort of traveling she's been doing recently. Whereas the stuff she did earlier on, I think was mostly like solo traveling. But the stuff she's been doing recently has been with a travel group. But give me 1 second, guys. again, you can find some of the um, travel vloggers that I was mentioning in my list of subscriptions. Like I've made them open so people can see the places the content creators that I subscribe to. So she was like, I don't know. She's like, I'm just remembering things, but um, I think that's cool because it comes off. It's very authentic. That's what's cool about it. That's let me tell her that. And yeah, but this one guy, this I was recommending the Nigerian guy. I was saying like he was taking you through places, and I'm like, yo, I didn't know there was this many Nigerians in the Philippines. Uh, but it was on the up and up. Like there was nothing sketchy. Like he was just like a cool dude taking people through Poblation, which is a part of Makati. Makati is like a area where you'll see more foreigners because there's more. Well, parts of Makati are wealthy. Um, but I hope his channel's still up. Like, unless I don't know, unless something happened or he took it down himself. I mean, if he took it down himself, I mean, that's cool, I guess. But that would be I wouldn't wish anyone's channel to like be taken down. Dang, I cannot find his stuff. Maybe they did take it down. I can't find his brother's videos. I'm going I'm like pouring through my like through my history, um, my watch history. Yeah, maybe yeah, maybe this dude's channel is down. I don't think it is though. Something tells me it's not. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because I had discovered his channel along with the two other guys I mentioned, Shu and Jay Ware, and I don't see them. how far down I have to keep scrolling through my watch history because I've already ventured beyond the point where I was checking out new travel channels. Like I don't know how much further I'm gonna end up going because I'm already in the 2025 like November November ish, and I was watching this back in December, early January. And I remember looking at the salsa stuff because I was playing this music in one of my previous lives, and I actually showed the content creator and the videos as I was watching them. Uh, that was like Linda Caron, DJ Joe Catador, DJ Via, some others. Yeah, so I remember that was a while ago. That was, well, about 3, 4 weeks ago. So yeah, December. So I may end this. I'm incredibly tired, and she got camera shy talking about these places. Yeah. I, I'm gonna have to assume that that brother's content got taken down because I don't see it. And I don't know how far back in my history it would be. I've already did like a serious deep dive into my life, like into my history. But like I said, if people want to check out, the people I subscribe to, the other YouTubers I subscribe to, um, you're welcome to it because I'm pretty sure I made it public for folks to see. So, you guys can enjoy the random stuff that I subscribe to, the news, the comic book stuff, the anime stuff, everything. The travel vloggers. Um, but it looks like she's having some technical issues, so we'll have to work that out next time and we can finish it. Let's see, what time is it? It's pretty late here. So at least they gave you a taste of stuff, but whatever. Um, I will. I will try to bring her back another time when it's got the sound cleared up. I might have to get earbuds on my end to see if that would reduce the feedback on their end because that also happened with the real renegade. She was having horrible feedback and echo, but she said that's with everyone. So I don't know if that's if that's being caused on my end because, like I said, I didn't have that issue with other folks that I used to bring on. So I'm not sure why I'm having it now. But in any case, guys, I'm gonna call it a day here because, like I said, I just keep having problems with the with the sound when I'm bringing people on, whether it's Renegade or Mrs. Contrarian. So I might have to look into what's causing that feedback and the poor sound quality because I know it doesn't make it a joy for you guys. Because so when she took out her earbuds, it was good for it was good for us, like we can hear, but she couldn't hear because it was causing her echo and feedback when she didn't use her earbuds, and so she would have to keep turning up the volume to hear me and then turn it back down. But I don't, yeah. So yeah, that was causing some issues. But anyway, we'll try another time. But until then, I'm gonna call it here, guys. So take it easy. Thanks to a few people who are watching. We're gonna try it back another time.